Hello everybody, NoukonNeko here to play some more Genshin Impact today. Sorry about that. It came on a little bit late today because I'm still kind of getting used to some of the changes I made. But yeah, I am here now and I'm ready to continue playing the main story, which I kind of stopped touching for like a good whole like 10 days. Right? I came back yesterday to play like some Far Abyss because that was resetting soon. But now that that's kind of out of the way, I can kind of focus on the main story now. Let's see. I do eventually need to worry about using my resin, but as long as I do that before reset, I think I'm good. But yeah, let's see where I'm at with the main story. So I will say I did accidentally trigger like one little scene while like I was kind of like down because I was like doing commissions and I just was wandering in town and it got sucked into a cutscene. And that's just an item I'm just kind of talking about, but I'm ready to get this done. Obviously I wasn't ready during that time, but now I am. So let's go see what happens. Yeah, so the big goal is to save Nahida. Ooh, I also forgot to make sure everything sounds good. Okay, yeah, I think it sounds fine. hoping to kind of stream for around like about a few hours today. So hopefully that's enough time to get some bit of progress. But we'll see. I could stop a little bit earlier or a little bit later. Really depends on where I am on the main story, whether I'm a good spot to kind of stop. Wait, need to go up. It might be better if I spawned over here. This is like one of the highest waypoints I have. Oh, but I have to go below. Okay. Too high. Crazy because the music right now sounds really peaceful, but something big is gonna go down soon, right? Yeah, we're like pretty much in enemy territory. It's so peaceful. Weird. Hmm?
What should I do now? If only Sino was still around.
Excuse us. Has something happened?
Oh, I appreciate the concern, but who are you?
Oh, we also happen to know Sino.
Ah, friends of Sino. Well, I suppose it's not a secret or anything. Since you two are interested, I'll just lay it out for you. My name is Nabil. I'm a matra in the academia. A case involving the smuggling of canned knowledge has come to our attention recently, but unfortunately, we don't have the people to handle it at the moment.
Huh? You mean the academia is short on matra right now?
Well, not exactly. I suppose the main problem is that the case suddenly came up after General Mahamatra Sino left to go somewhere. It would be a real headache for us to tackle the case ourselves. Given the large scope of the issue, we talked things over internally and decided that we should find further assistance from outside the Matra. If you two have some time, would you lend us your strength?
All right. Since you asked so nicely, we'll help.
Do you have any further intel regarding this case?
Yes. Large amounts of canned knowledge from unknown origins have been appearing on the market recently. We suspect there's a secret route being used to move the capsules. According to some research, using large amounts of canned knowledge could lead to some serious consequences. And unfortunately, most people have yet to realize that.
Hello, Hiker. Nice to see you again.
Rumors also have it that some particularly dangerous canned knowledge has made its way into the market. Regardless of whether the rumors are true or not, this case calls for urgent action. According to our current leads, it's highly likely that there are dealers selling canned knowledge outside the city, even as we speak. If you two could, please help us investigate the area.
It was weird, right? It almost feels like we're like investigating like some kind of drug operation.
You can count on us. Let's go.
Wait, did I start the right quest? No, I think that's the wrong quest. That was something entirely different. I was like, that didn't make sense. It didn't feel like it was part of the main story.
Please, wait. Are you Scribe Al-Haytham?
Calm down, Paimon.
That's me. Is something the matter? I'm in a hurry.
No. I was just surprised to see you here. I had heard that the sages were looking for you not long ago, but I didn't know what for. And, also, please don't bring outside guests into the academia.
You were noticed.
Outside guests. How did you arrive at such a conclusion? Your groundless inference shames the Haravatat Darshan.
Oh, I see.
What did you say? I'm the top student in Haravatat, and I earned 3rd place at the last Inter-Darshan debate. Don't look down on me!
That wasn't my intention. As your Haravatat senior, I just assumed that you possessed a greater aptitude for critical thinking. Look, based on what you already know, the purpose of my return and the reason they're here should be obvious.
Is that so? Wait a moment. Let me think. Don't tell me the answer. The sages search for you. A blonde-haired traveler. Outside guests. So, from the start, the sages weren't looking for you, but this traveler? And you were gone from the academia for so long because...
Hey, shh. Yes, you've proven yourself as the top student in Haravatat. I surmise you've arrived at the correct conclusion.
As I expected. Please, forgive me. I wasn't thinking clearly just now. Thank you for getting me back on track.
It's nothing. We'll be on our way then.
All right. Thank you for your contributions to the academia, Scribe.
For some reason, the tablet has a delay. Yeah, I can see that because it's a smaller device.
What the heck just happened now? What did he just guess?
It has to kind of handle latency.
I'm afraid I don't know either.
You have no idea?
Mm-hmm. He convinced himself of whatever truth he came up with. That is the so-called pride of a scholar. If someone questions their academic facility, they will instantly feign understanding to keep up appearances. Nowadays, the academia is rampant with this type of scholar. Their obvious farces of intellect only serve to highlight themselves as fools.
Wow. So there are special ways to deal with smart people. We don't even need to make up our own excuses.
We shouldn't waste any more time. It would be problematic if we missed our window of opportunity. Let's go.
Yeah, that's kind of the problem of people who kind of think really highly of themselves, right? Sometimes these kind of speak kind of gibberish type of stuff that's very hard to kind of follow and understand what they're talking about, but that's of what they want you to get confused about. Sometimes you just need to kind of call it or bluff. Or just go along with it.
Is this the Academia's library?
Indeed. Known as the House of Dana, it is quite possibly the most extensive special collections library in Teyvat.
There are a lot of students going through here. Is it really okay just to waltz right in?
The Academia marches to a fast beat, especially since it's Nagarbaha Day. They're all occupied with their own matters.
Nagarbaha Day, so you just kind of ignore the J.
Just act natural. Now, hurry along.
Hide and wait. Oh. The stealth? I don't have stealth functions right now. Am I supposed to just walk past those guards? Okay, that worked. Or maybe not.
What's this platform for?
Is it just me, or is it kind of...
that Academia personnel use to access higher floors.
Was it kind of like flickering?
Are we gonna take it then? The Grand Sage's office is up there somewhere.
No, not right now. We can't guarantee that we won't run into the Great Sage. Let's step back and observe for now.
You think the Grand Sage will exit from there? And after he does, we'd sneak past him? Oh, Paimon thinks that's really dangerous.
Yeah, he would recognize me pretty easily.
Who knows? However, if we can confirm Azar's current location, our operation will be much safer if we...
Allow me to offer you a hint. If you wish to know his location, look behind you.
Uh-oh, busted.
You're... What's Grand Sage Azar doing here?
Do not tell me you believed the Academia would not grow suspicious of you after such a prolonged absence, scribe. An eyewitness had informed me of your whereabouts, so I came to personally welcome you.
Uh-oh, it's ambush.
Great sage. I didn't expect you to care so much about me. I'm truly flattered.
I'm sure, but compared to you, I am far more interested in these two unexpected guests. You are the Traveler and Paimon, correct? It's a pity that only now have I been afforded the opportunity to formally meet two of Sumeru's most esteemed guests. I do apologize for my lack of decorum.
Not too late for you to stop.
Excellent. You immediately initiated discussion instead of attempting to prepare some perfunctory excuse. You clearly understand the situation at hand, and have no intention of making a reckless stand. The foot traffic here renders this place unsuitable for discussion. Please, follow me to my office.
We're just gonna have to play along.
This place is crawling with guards. There's no way out for us.
All right then, Traveler. What did you wish to discuss with me? Today is Niagarbaha Day, so I still have many responsibilities to attend to. There is little time for idle chit-chat before I detain you all.
The Futui are not to be trusted. They have ulterior motives.
You seem to know quite a bit about our endeavors. If that is so, then you should be praising our great work, rather than using your trivial misgivings in a futile attempt to sway me.
Trivial?
Then tell me, what do the Fatui want from me?
They kind of do want the Gnosis. Yeah, it's part of the Gnosis. Right? They probably want Nahida's Gnosis, because they need all the Gnosis to defy the heavens. So that's kind of their main goal. At least that's what they've been kind of taking from Leeway, Monostat, and Inazuma.
Worthless. Those are all completely worthless. Benefits, divine power. These materialistic words do nothing but debase our great work. Creating a god. Yes, we are using human wisdom to create a god.
Oh, don't worry. Just take it easy.
If humanity cannot attain omniscience and omnipotence, then we shall create a god to reveal them. This is the pinnacle of human wisdom. We shall regain a god's guidance at long last. No longer will we flounder in the interminable void of consciousness and knowledge. Even Ermin's soul will be freed from its plight. For our nation of scholars, this is the ultimate aspiration. No cost is too great to realize it.
You say it's the pinnacle of human wisdom, but in the end, you're still relying on a god.
You will never understand the rapture of having a god be born within your very hands. With your degree of knowledge, you cannot even comprehend such an emotion.
What about the Lesser Lord Kusanali? Not like Sumuro didn't already have a god of its own.
Gods exist on a plane that far eclipses humanity's. Lesser Lord Kusanali. What can she even do? Care for the people? Fend off sandstorms? Fabricate silly fairy tales? These are but child's play for the Academia. Does that make us equal to the gods? We are a people favored by Greater Lord Rukkhadevata. Though I may have personally not seen it, our forefathers bore witness to true wisdom. The ascension of the Lesser Lord has brought nothing but bewilderment to the scholars. They all ask, is that truly what true wisdom is supposed to look like? With that in mind, it is better to keep her isolated in the sanctuary of Suristhana. so our academy will not become embroiled in turmoil.
What a pathetic justification. Do you really think that only the super smart or powerful should be able to call themselves gods?
Don't know what I can say or do.
As per your judgment, Grand Sage, they are indeed dangerous individuals. Not only are they acting against the academia, but their ideologies have the potential to lead scholars astray. Looks like there really was merit in my assignment.
Alright, later, hacker.
Oh, Hatham? Are you talking about us?
Anyway, I've brought them to the academia as ordered, but it took some time and trouble. Oh, that reminds me. Here's the investigation report you had requested. It's a summary of my time spent with the Traveler, an array of information about him ready for your perusal.
Oh, Hatham! So you're still on the academia side! We finally started to trust you!
I hate them. You...
Excellent. Detailed contents with no errors. I would expect nothing less than an immaculate report from the scribe. As it is Niagarbaha Day, I'll enter the information on you into the Akasha. Surely you know what that means.
We'll be monitored, just like Sino.
With the Akasha's calculation prowess, all of your actions will be predicted with an accuracy of at least 98%. Furthermore, your data will be updated in real time whenever new information presents itself. To put it into words you can understand, wherever you go, you will be walking under an invisible leash. This is Sumeru's greatest penalty for dishonest persons.
When you say dishonest persons, does that also include your general automatra?
Are you not familiar with the concept that great responsibility begets an equally great suspicion? In any case, you are Sumeru's most concerning external variable. Locking you down will greatly decrease the chance of any undesirable outcomes coming to pass.
You're despicable!
Despicable? Perhaps from your perspective, but I suppose you had mentally prepared yourselves for this, no?
What do you mean?
Your ploy was to sacrifice the Traveler here, was it not?
Lord Azar, I know what you're trying to say, but I've been following your plan this entire time. Why are you doubting me at this juncture?
Must I delineate your entire plan? Very well, I will spell things out. First off, I received an eyewitness report that you were spotted with the Traveler at Caravan Ribat. However, you immediately departed for the desert and escaped surveillance range. Judging by the time, you all likely encountered the truant General Mahamatra in the desert. Am I correct?
Maybe Paimon shouldn't have mentioned Sino just now.
The Academia had not received correspondence from its scribe for a prolonged time. You were also in the company of the Traveler, a close associate of Lesser Lord Kusanali and General Mahamatra Sino, who had defected from the Academia. With their instigation, what was the probability that you would betray the Academia? Rationally speaking, 50%? 70%? What do you think?
Regardless, that's only a guess. The facts are that I've brought the Traveler right before you, and I gave you my report.
Indeed, your boldness deserves praise. To think that despite status as an outlander, the Traveler is still willing to sacrifice for the sake of your plan. If I'm correct, you have a contingency plan to save Lesser Lord Kusanali and ruin our great work. Sneak into the Academia on Niagarbaha Day, using Alhatham's status as the scribe, for there is a good chance that an opportunity to save the Lesser Lord will arise. Should your intentions be discovered, Alhaitham will turn traitor and sacrifice the traveler, thus proving his innocence. He can then stay inside the academia and continue searching for a way to proceed forward. As for Sino, according to the Akasha's calculations, he will soon return to the academia and confront me in person. I suppose this is also a part of your plan?
You'll see me as a traitor regardless of what I say, no? Even if you impugn me, it would have little effect on you all.
You misunderstand. Losing our scribe would irreparably damage the Academia's regular operations and the development of Sumeru's future academic systems. However, under the current circumstances, even that is trivial compared to what we stand to gain from our great work.
You said that I betrayed the Academia, but you, Azar, you've betrayed all of Sumeru, betrayed its Archon.
So flight is turned to fight at long last. Guards!
Is it time for us to fight back? You might be smart, but they can't beat us, right? Huh? What's going on? Cursed knowledge?
Well, what do we have here? So you stole that divine knowledge capsule.
Traitor! You traitor!
Even the most rational scholar will yearn for the power of a god in a moment of desperation. Aren't you doing the exact same thing as me, Alhaitham? Unfortunately for you, no god will lend you their power.
Azar!
He has gone completely insane.
Oh no.
Take him to the Matra and exile him to Aru village. Then find someone to take these two to the confinement room. I'll deal with them later.
Grand Sage, we've finished all required preparations for Nyargarbaha Day. We may begin to enter the capsules now.
Excellent. You may begin.
With all those. That was all an act. I guess that was all part of the plan.
Don't lock us up! Let us out!
Do we even know if this is part of the plan? That's enough, Paimon. I don't think the guards can hear us anymore.
Oh, yeah. Paimon got a bit carried away there. How was Paimon's acting just now? Great, huh?
Not bad, but worse than mine.
Everything's going according to plan so far. We made it into confinement, and Alhaitham's probably done with his part too.
That was close. I'm gonna relax for the time being.
We even managed to trick Grand Sage Azar. Alhaitham sure knows how to cook up a plan. What are we doing next? Paimon has trouble remembering things when she's worked up.
Let's review what we discussed during our strategy meeting.
Right. Paimon thinks it went something like this.
Apart from that, we still have yet another goal in the first stage of our operation, which is to send the Traveler to the confinement room.
What? Why do we want to get him locked up on purpose?
He's always been the person the sages are most afraid of, as well as the greatest obstacle to their successful implementation of their plan. They are very aware of the risk he poses to them. Once the Traveler is imprisoned, the sages will likely think that everything is under control.
Hmm.
With their guard down, the next phase of our plan will have a much higher chance of success.
I can already see the pompous looks on their faces.
Oh, that's a super tricky plan. But Paimon still thinks it's not really worth it.
That isn't the only reason, of course. He has a more important task once he's in confinement. According to the academia scholars in Ramon's custody, Lesser Lord Kusanali has sealed off her consciousness in the Akasha ever since she was captured by the doctor. That way, they can't pry any more information from her. Even if we break into the sanctuary of Surasthana, it will take time to awaken Lesser Lord Kusanali's consciousness. We need to do that in advance.
So our job is to wake up Nahida! Okay, totally worth getting thrown in jail for.
The confinement room is inside the academia, close to the sanctuary of Surasthana. It's a completely enclosed space, and you won't be receiving any visitors.
It's kind of convenient being that close. We just need to kind of figure out a way to break out, though, right?
I'll work with Ramon's scholars to make some modifications to your Akasha terminal. Once you're in, get as close as you can to Lesser Lord Kusanali and try to connect to her consciousness. However, as for whether she'll actually wake up, that will depend on our luck.
Oh, no wonder you've been wearing your Akasha terminal today. It's the one that Al-Haytham modified.
Mm-hmm.
Paimon thought they'd take our Akasha terminals when they locked us up in here. Were they being careless?
Yeah, it's kind of like being locked up with your cell phone, right? You could kind of use your cell phone to call someone for like little help or do something you probably shouldn't be able to do. Most of the time when you're in jail, you're supposed to be cut off from all kind of communication. But anyways, yeah, that wasn't because of the carelessness, but their arrogance. They think the Akasha is completely under their control.
Alright, so what now?
You first need to find the place with the best signal in this room. Then we try to connect with Nahida.
Sounds easy enough. We can finally talk with Nahida after all this time. Let's do it. There's a light flashing on your Akasha terminal. It's almost like... the faster it blinks, the better the signal.
Faster it blinks. This is a really big room. Too much, like, playing hot and cold. I can slow it down going this way. Is this way I need to go to? Ah, found it.
Eh? Is this the right spot? Are you getting anything?
It's faint, but I have a signal. Parent to connect with her conscious now.
Please work.
Is this a realm of consciousness? He is not moving. She really has sealed off her consciousness. I need to think of a way to wake her up. What is this? Looks like some sort of barrier? Nahida using this barrier to isolate her consciousness from the outside world?
Nahida!
Oh, I actually spoke.
Hey, Nahida!
Dang it. She isn't reacting. Seems like she can't sense me.
When did it first start? Oh, right. It started from the moment I was born. I want to become a worthy Archon. So I've kept studying. Kept listening to my people and their hearts. Kept looking for a way to save Irminsul. So I can catch up. Catch up to Greater Lord Rukkhadevata. But I'm stuck in the sanctuary of Sarasthana. The sages are creating a god to replace me.
Yeah, that's a really sad thing too. Very sad when you get replaced when you're working so hard, right?
And I'm forced to lock my consciousness in this boundless darkness.
Nahida!
What now? Is there really nothing I can do? But it's right here in front of me. Can't just give up like this. I have already left her behind once, when the doctor first appeared, and I can't do that again.
Nahida!
It's so quiet here. Now that I think of it, I don't think I've ever actually listened to my own inner voice. Do Archons have them?
Of course they probably would.
Should Archons have them?
I don't see why not.
Have I been doing the right thing?
I mean, it really does feel like she's doing the right thing.
Am I really not needed?
I mean, that can't be true. If you think about it, she saved so many people so far. So, I wouldn't say that.
How do I really feel about all of this? It's so quiet here.
You know, I've always wondered what happens if I've been kind of stuck in isolation for a really long time. Usually people kind of go insane, right? When they can't interact with other people. But usually I'm the type of person who can kind of go a really long time, or even prefer to not interact with people so much. I never really quite sure know what would happen if I'm in that situation. I guess you could say I'm kind of was like that when I didn't have any PC, but I still had my own to kind of, you know, talk to people and do some stuff, even though I couldn't stream for a good week. Yeah. Maybe even if though I kind of can like last in isolation for a really long time, eventually can't do it forever. Not like the way Raiden did it. And just like sat and meditated for years. I don't know if I could do that. Yeah, we'll see. We'll continue.
Since you're the god of wisdom,
Hmm?
you've known the answers to all these questions since the very beginning, haven't you?
Is that Rukkhadevata?
Who are you? Whose voice is that? It sounds familiar.
Well, it's technically you. Just past you.
You're right, though. I won't ignore my own voice anymore.
Give it a traveler. I don't know how this all works in this kind of world. I broke the barrier.
Nahida?
Did you wake me up? Thank you. Why are you here?
We're here to rescue you. Are you alright?
I'm fine. It's just...
Hmm?
When I think of everything that's happened to me, I feel really angry now.
Yeah, you should.
You should have been angry ages ago.
Yeah, for sure.
Huh? Oh, you're back! How's everything?
Yeah, like you literally saved a lot of people way back then, and you still are saving people now, but the people you trusted are kind of turning against you. Yeah, you should be really angry. Nahida is awake. We're done here.
That's wonderful news! Great! We weren't locked up for nothing! When you went to wake up Nahida, Paimon was listening for any sounds outside. You were out for a long time. There are fewer and fewer scholars going about now. You think everyone's done with their Nyagarbaha day stuff?
Guess they have finished entering all the knowledge capsules.
Yep, so that means our next act is Nilu's performance!
She's doing performance? That was part of the plan? How does this work?
Nilu, are you sure about this? You're taking such a great risk for them.
I'm sure, and I'm going. You know that I don't like to pass up any opportunity to dance, and this one is especially important.
Oh, you know what? I think she's the decoy.
All right. You seem to have a lot of trust in them, so I won't say more on the subject. But if anything happens, the few of us here may not be able to help you.
Don't worry. They've been through worse. Everything's going to be fine.
All right. You know, if you really do get arrested, we'll do everything we can to get you back. Be careful, even if it's only for our sakes.
Thanks, Mr. Zubair. You're so very kind.
Oh. I'm playing as Nilo. I've done this since the last time I tried her out in the trials. But anyways, let's go to where I need to go. I need to go up. Higher? Yeah, where is this performance at? Oh, can I run? Oh, I could run. I, in fact, have infinite sprint.
Nilu, how's it going? Nervous?
Definitely more than usual. But it's because I'm worried I won't dance well enough.
It's okay. Just focus on your performance. We'll take care of everything else.
You sure know how to talk. Taking all the credit, even though we came here together to help out.
Well, thank you both. I'll have to treat you to a meal after all this ends. I really, really appreciate all of your help.
Oh yeah, those are like the merchants that we were talking to in her like little character story, right?
Ooh, that sounds great. Huh? How can we say no to that?
All right, let's get back to business. Nilu, we'll be here to keep people from going to the academia so they don't interrupt your performance.
I was planning on telling them something like, the Academia's been conducting a weird experiment, and some of their test subjects escaped. It's really dangerous there, so stay away.
Oh, you couldn't think of anything better? Oh well, I guess it does sound like something the Academia would do.
I think it sounds great. I'm counting on you guys.
Don't worry, it'll be a piece of cake.
Hey, Nilo. Huh?
Hey, Nilu! Sorry, it's great to see you, but I'm really busy right now. Our bait people away with Yalda Candy's plan is working beautifully. Do you want some candy? We have more than we can give out.
VR, thank you so much for doing all of this. And even dressed up as the Knight of Flowers, no less. I'll pass on the candy, though. I cut back on sweets in the period leading up to a performance, and I'm about to start one.
You have a point. The stage is cleared and everything's ready, so you can start your performance at any time.
Yeah, thanks to you. I'm really grateful. All right, time to hit the stage.
You're welcome. The honor's all mine, since I'll have such a great view of the show.
And I'm getting excited for this performance now. You did get a little peek of it before.
I've never seen a performance like this. This is incredible.
Yeah, but I heard that public performances like these have been banned. I can't believe she's doing this here.
Grand Sage, there's some commotion outside.
Huh. How uninteresting. Issue the new Prohibition Act from the Akasha to the guards. They'll know what to do.
Oh. They're getting mesmerized as well.
Stop her?
Let's just watch for a little bit longer.
Aha. Huh? Hmm? Where did they go to detain somebody, but who?
Huh? Did you hear that? It sounds like a lot of guards just ran by. Does this mean the plan has moved on to the next stage?
Certainly sounds like it. Sounds like Nilou's completed her task.
Yep. It's great that everything seems to be going well. Come to think of it, when did Alhaitham replace the knowledge capsule that was about to be entered into the Akasha?
When he pretended that he's been corrupted, do you remember when he rushed towards the Grand Sage?
Oh, so that's when he did it! Paimon was too nervous to notice. Speaking of, didn't Alhaitham also yoink the divine knowledge capsule from that mercenary leader in Port Ormos when everyone else was distracted?
Yeah, some quick hands.
It's a time-tested trick of his.
He maintained his composure when things get chaotic. That's why he can pull off this kind of thing.
Why are we complimenting him? Yeah, he's smart and all, but he still makes Paimon's blood boil. Let's review our plan for this stage again. It's not like we have anything else to do right now anyway, and it'll help us feel more confident. Paimon remembers that Nilou's task was supposed to go a bit like this.
Now that Lesser Lord Kusanali's consciousness has been forcefully sealed, the core figures of the academia and their guards have started to wear their Akasha terminals again. With the doctor's technological support, they think they have nothing to fear.
How despicable of them to rely on such a person.
But this is also our chance. I was originally asked to draft the knowledge capsule for the Artistic Performances Prohibition Act when I was still at the academia. It should be on the Grand Sage's desk right now, and will be entered into the Akasha during the next Nyagarbha Day.
Are they really going to stop all artistic performances? That's horrible!
I'll make an identical knowledge capsule, but this time, I'll smuggle some misleading information into it. We only need to find an opportunity to switch the capsules. Once it's been entered into the Akasha on Nyagarbha Day, if someone were to be seen performing in public, the sages would definitely use that opportunity to announce the ban. And so, the misleading information will be disseminated amongst the guards.
Oh, so the guards are told to do something else.
Sure sounds complicated. But it seems like if everything goes well, we'll be able to get rid of all the guards in the academia without any effort. That's pretty clever, getting right into their heads.
But where did they all go, though?
I just have one question. Even if we manage to get the misleading info out to the guards, how can we be sure that they'll believe it?
People who are used to relying on the Akasha become less inquisitive, and their ability to distinguish truth from misinformation is significantly reduced. They will view everything the Akasha releases to them as the unequivocal truth.
Kind of like how the internet is right now, right? There's a lot of truth on the internet. If you look at the Wikipedia, there's a lot of things that, happened, really did happen. But when you slip in like a very small lie, it's really hard to tell whether that's true or not, right? You would just assume it's true. You kind of get used to it. So that's kind of what they're kind of talking about right here.
The Akasha will turn humans into machines. I've seen it happen many times.
Yikes. Good thing I didn't wear it for long when I was working in Sumeru City. At first, I thought it was a good thing too.
Yeah, sometimes you just gotta learn to kind of think for yourself, right? And not kind of rely on everything you see on the internet.
By the way, this plan still requires a performer, right?
Do you have someone in mind?
Nilu of Zubair Theater. I know her really well. We can trust her. I'm kinda hesitant to ask her to participate in a dangerous plan like this, but we can ask her in person.
All right. After the guards and the academia are gone,
then it'll be time for me and my stowaway brothers to shine.
Let's see. So they think Nahida kind of ran away, and those guards are forced to gun, chase around, look for her.
Here they come. Did you see that, Raman? They came out from the academia in droves.
Oh, hey, Changyun. Welcome back. Yeah, I kind of been gone for a while because of my whole, PC problem I had for the last couple of weeks, and I'm kind of back. Kind of. Not at full strength, but good enough to be able to start streaming again.
After laying low in the city for so long, this is the moment we've been waiting for. My brothers have already sprung into action.
We couldn't do anything to them inside their coop, but outside the academia, this is our hunting ground.
I think the hard part was just waiting to be able to pay attention to the main story. It was probably a bad time to kind of trying to maintain my PC, but I mean, it's getting close to having overheating problems. It was eventually gonna break down once I did something, so I kind of trying to preemptively fix some of my issues early on. It just didn't go too well when I tried. Yeah, I'm back now. It's there's gonna be some more improvements I'm gonna be making, but it's gonna be easier at this point. I got all the hard stuff out of the way.
For a lioness like you, the prey sure won't be able to run far.
I'm really glad to kind of continue the story. Hopefully I'll be able to finish it soon.
We still need to eliminate the guards as soon as possible. If we give the sages enough time to realize what's happening, the plan's doomed.
All they've done is to sit on their cushy salaries and twiddle their thumbs all day while we fought and struggled every day in the desert. The only advantage they might have is their numbers.
Speaking of which, most of the guards who report directly to the 6 sages belong to the Corps of 30, but they have a completely different reputation. Following those blasted sages every whim, throwing away all the principles of being a mercenary. As someone in the same profession, I'm obligated to teach him a good lesson today.
Indeed, the trap has been set. All we need to do is lead them there.
All right, let's each take a road and herd those scattered guards back into one place. Make sure to attract their attention. Isak will be the key.
You gave such an important task to that child. Will he be okay?
It'll be fine. Isak was so determined to help, so let's put our faith in him. Besides, even if he's caught, the guards would be too scared to do anything to him. They've never seen Lesser Lord Kusanali in person, after all.
Yeah, I was worrying about that. How did he know who to look for?
You've got a point. Anyway, I think I see them coming. Let's head out.
Good luck.
This outfit.
They made him cross-dressed to look like Nahida. Oh man, this is great. I didn't think about this happening during the plan.
Hey, do you remember what you need to do, Isak? When the guards get here, you'll pretend to be Lesser Lord Kusanali and run away from them.
I wouldn't even know how to act if he never met Nahida himself.
Oh, yeah, I remember. Of course I do. I'm just a little nervous.
Relax. Don't think about getting caught. Even if that happens, we won't leave you behind. You only need to think about getting the guards' attention and leading them to the Grand Bazaar. Leave the rest to us.
Okay, got it. I'm here to pay back Lesser Lord Kusanali for helping Grandpa. I won't get cold feet.
Hey, they're here. I can see the Academia guards.
All right, it's time, Isak. Take a deep breath and go. You can do this.
See how well he performs. Gonna require some good acting. Oh, am I controlling him? Oh, I'm actually not controlling him right now.
Why is there a guard over there? Did he already run ahead of me?
Uh-oh.
This is different from our plan. But there's no time. I need to make a choice.
Hide behind the house. I never thought there would be like a quick time event like this. Uh-oh.
Let's have a look behind the house.
Uh-oh, what?
What should I do next?
I only hide towards the left.
Looks like nothing's here. A wasted time.
Luckily, he didn't check behind the tree. What should I do next?
Turn to position. He's not going to be back.
The guard looks alert. What should I do next?
The other way, so maybe... Oh, no.
Stop! I saw you. Don't try to run.
Guess I should have waited.
The guard looks alert.
Yeah, we'll wait a little bit longer until he moves away, I guess.
Doesn't seem like anything unusual's around here.
He didn't even turn around that time.
Finally left. I need to go.
Hey! Lesser Lord Kusanali is over there! Stop!
What? Lesser Lord Kusanali? How did I not notice that?
They found me. This is bad. Go.
Towards the center. Oh, I don't even know where the trap was supposed to be.
Hey! Lesser Lord Kusanali is over there! Stop!
Okay, not the center.
What? Lesser Lord Kusanali? How did I not notice that?
They found me. This is bad. Where should I go?
Towards the field? That feels backwards.
How is this possible? There's also an Academia guard here. Oh no.
Okay, it's the other way.
Hey! Lesser Lord Kusanali is over there! Stop!
What? Lesser Lord Kusanali? How did I not notice that?
They found me. This is bad.
the last position we could take.
Suspected to be Lesser Lord Kusanali has escaped into the Grand Bazaar. Assemble and arrest her. Where did she go? How did she disappear? Did we lose her? Hurry up and find her!
Hey, why is your team here? Didn't we say to split up our search?
Hurry! Hurry! This place is... Why are you all here?
Yeah, isn't it one heck of a coincidence? Everybody's here. What on earth is going on? I suppose that's all of you?
Who are you? Did you set us up? What are you planning?
Phew, that was rough. I almost got caught.
Little brat! So you're not actually Lesser Lord Kusanali. Who exactly are you all? Eremites from the desert?
Just some colleagues. Think of this as a business competition, or a personal grudge. After stepping into our traps, stop thinking of yourselves as hunters. Behave like the prey you are.
Well, they're all surrounded now. I think I'm gonna give up, is the question.
An ambush? How's that possible? This is Sumeru City, but mercenaries from the desert somehow ambushed us!
You've spent all your time hiding away in the academia. This place has long since become our hunting ground. Brace yourselves!
Am I controlling her to fight? That's what's gonna happen? Nope.
This is odd. The academia has quieted down after the conclusion of the Nyagarbha Day ceremonies, but it's much quieter than usual. Where are the guards? Why have I not seen a single one? Guards? Guards!
Grand Sage, how may I be of assistance?
I called for the guards. Why did you come?
My apologies, Grand Sage. Right now, all Academia guards have entered the city to perform the ordered arrest. I thought you knew.
Arrest? Who is there to arrest? I have an ominous feeling.
Arrest Lesser Lord Kusanali, right? Is that not what the order was?
Lesser Lord Kusanali? You mean she has disappeared?
Yes. I wouldn't dare make up something like that. Right now, everyone is in a panic, and many are saying that Lesser Lord Kusanali will take revenge on us.
What happened? Just what is going on? Lesser Lord Kusanali somehow escaped? Was it Alhaitham and his party that freed her? That's impossible. The Academia is heavily guarded today, and any order to release Lesser Lord Kusanali would be strictly confidential. Besides, Alhaitham and the Traveler are already in our hands. What manner of trickery did they employ? How could Lesser Lord Kusanali disappear into thin air? Disappear? Wait. How was the arrest order distributed to the guards?
It was issued by the Akasha earlier today. Only you have the authority to send messages like that, so I thought it was your order.
Let me check.
Huh? Didn't it just disappear right there?
Here. Lesser Lord Kusanali has escaped from the sanctuary of Surasthana. Go to the city and arrest the escapee immediately. The Akasha indeed contains this information, and it clearly appeared in my mind. How did they bypass my permissions to issue this kind of message? Was it the report about the Traveler that Alhaitham submitted? No. I specifically checked that knowledge capsule before entering it into the Akasha. Could that have been a red herring? Well, even if I figure it out now, it won't make any difference. The important thing now is to confirm Lesser Lord Kusanali's status. Have you been to the sanctuary of Surasthana to confirm that Lesser Lord Kusanali has indeed escaped?
Confirm? No, I haven't. It may be a bit offensive to say this, but Grand Sage, what you're saying doesn't make any sense. How can the information in the Akasha be inaccurate? What the Akasha decrees is fact. That is common knowledge to all of us. If we have to confirm the information and knowledge from the Akasha ourselves...
Yeah, that's what happens when you have incorrect information.
Then how is that any different from us learning that information ourselves? Wouldn't Greater Lord Rukkhadevata's legacy lose its meaning that way?
In the beginning, it was I who asked you to believe in the Akasha, to believe in the legacy left by Greater Lord Rukkhadevata. Are you trying to use my words against me?
No, Grand Sage. I'm merely confused because I believe in you. I never meant to refute you.
Stay here and see if there are any suspicious people around. I'll go to the sanctuary of Surasthana on my own.
Yes, Grand Sage.
Oh, this is how we're trying to break her out. We're just gonna try to follow him and at the very last moment kind of free her?
Lesser Lord Kusanali has escaped from the sanctuary of Surasthana. Go to the city and arrest the escapee immediately.
And at the same time, there's no guards to stop us.
How can that be? Stop thinking about it. Stop. It must be a trick of theirs. As long as I personally confirm it.
Who's gonna ambush him?
Ah! Impossible. That's impossible. There must be something wrong with my eyes.
What a comical sight is our. Once the Akasha has put certain thoughts into your head, even the Grand Sage can no longer see what's right in front of him. You all can only see the world in your mind, the one you think you know. And precisely because of this, you disregarded Lesser Lord Kusanali's existence. She has been a wise and worthy Archon.
Sino, have you been waiting for a chance like this? The Akasha predicted that you would return to the Academia to confront me. But I didn't expect it to turn out like this. I was careless.
No, you were blinded. Your faults stem from your reliance on the Akasha. You're still the same as always.
I truly did not expect a proud person like you to cooperate with Alhaitham and the Traveler.
People change, Azar. Admit it. The Akasha can't predict my actions anymore.
Then tell me, what have you found during your investigation?
You want to buy time? This is the sanctuary of Surasthana. Under your own regulations, even Academia staff are forbidden to come here. No one will come to save you. As for the investigation, I've at least confirmed that you are guilty of insurgency against the Archon. A serious crime.
So what? Did you do all of this so I would plead guilty in front of you, General Mahamatra?
No. I want you to plead guilty in front of the Archon herself. You once said that I had no standing to judge you. So now, how about judgment in the name of a god?
Oh, she's awake. That's the gamble we have to do, right? So, just gotta free her. Huh?
How long do we have to wait? Paimon wants to know how things are going out there.
Yeah, I was expecting a cutscene where he breaks her out.
Paimon hasn't heard any sounds outside for a while. Hopefully something bad didn't happen.
Don't think like that. You must trust our friends.
about it. At least Paimon has you. We could still chat like this. When Paimon thinks of Nahida being imprisoned alone in the sanctuary of Surasthana, Paimon can't help but feel sorry for her.
He opened the door. Oh.
Here comes your savior.
Dia! Paimon just knew you would come to rescue us!
So I guess they won their battle against the guards. You were scared out of your wits just a moment ago, Paimon.
You two really owe me some big thanks. I had to search through who knows how many guards to find the key here. It felt even more tiring than whacking them. I'm exhausted.
Thanks a lot. Need Paimon to rub your shoulders?
No, that's, I'll pass.
Mm-hmm.
What are you afraid of? Oh, are you ticklish?
Now isn't the time to talk about being ticklish.
How are things going outside? How's Nahida?
Things in the city and on Sino's side are both going well. The guards that stormed out of the academia are all taken care of. The Corps of 30 is in charge of the city's defenses, but we already talked to Asfand. They've been fed up with the sages bossing them around. As long as it doesn't break their employment contracts, they'll turn a blind eye.
That's probably because you've been super great friends with them for a long time. So, how's Sino doing?
The Grand Sage is in his custody. Even I know how terrible it is to fall into Sino's hands, so he probably does too. Sino forced him to release Lesser Lord Kusanali. He has no choice but to obey. So, hurry to the sanctuary of Surasthana. Assuming nothing weird happened, we should have already rescued our Archon.
That all sounds amazing. I should rescue her.
Honestly, I didn't expect our ragtag bunch to do this well. We just came together last minute to save the Archon, you know? Alright, you two better go. I still have to clean up some messes in the city. See you around.
There's one last thing that has not been addressed. We haven't dealt with Scarlet yet, so I imagine something's gonna happen in that kind of regard. Gonna roll my way up here. It's kind of weird. Oh, I guess I was kind of down there earlier. He's free.
Should I say it's nice to meet you?
Oh wait, where is the Great Sage and the other guy?
First time we've met in real life. Before, we've only met in dreams, consciousness, or when I was in someone else's body.
Finally meet Nahida.
Thank you so much for coming to rescue me, but I also need to apologize. During this time, I did some self-reflection. My sense of inferiority and yielding to the academia led to all of this, and created so much trouble for you all.
Don't worry about it. You also helped us a lot.
Exactly! We're here because you're a good Archon and one of our friends! Thanks, you two. Amazing. So this is how it feels to walk out of that cage with my own body. It's like I just had an endlessly long dream. I can't even tell if I just woke up or was only now born into this world. My concept of self has become so clear. But now doesn't seem to be the time to indulge in this feeling.
Yeah, the Academia's God creation plan. Saving Irmosol. Two things that needs to be done still.
This is really embarrassing. You all just rescued an Archon, and now she needs your help to save her country, and even the entire world. It's okay. With you here, Paimon's sure that everything will work out. There's one more thing. What is it? For all the things the Academia did to me, and for all the folly it committed in the name of wisdom, as their Archon, I will make them pay.
Oh, what she's gonna do?
Ah! Wow! That's the spirit! You're finally standing up for yourself and not letting people walk all over you! I understand now. To be a better Archon, I first need to better myself. If you haven't even figured out how to be a caterpillar, how can you be a butterfly?
This is knowledge that only you yourself could have discovered.
Yes, true. That reminds me. I wonder how far along the Academia is with their god creation plan. We need to hurry and prevent the birth of that false god. I need to make some preparations. Since I'm now free, I can establish a direct link to the Akasha and control it.
Okay.
First things first, I need to remove the restrictions that the doctor put on me in the Akasha. After that, I'll make some adjustments and revoke the sage's permissions. The Akasha will then be like how it originally was, only operable by the Archon.
Full power for her.
After all, the Academia betrayed Greater Lord Rukkhadevata's trust. This might take some time. In the meantime, you should also work on your own preparations. If we don't stop the god creation plan in time, we'll be in for a tough fight.
What exactly am I loading into?
When we're done, we can take a walk around. After all, we missed out on a lot of stuff when we were locked up.
Wow. So that's it for that part of the story? What time is it? Yeah, how much more is the story? Is there more of the story, I wonder? Here, let me go ahead and just speed up the time really quick. I feel like there can't be that much more, right? Like, I don't know about saving Irmasol, but I imagine fighting against the fake god should not be that much more further. Oh, YouTube did not let you know that you went live again? Yeah, it's hard. I can't read anything with YouTube. No problem. Don't worry about that. I mean, that's why there's also a Twitter account that announces whenever I go live. You can also subscribe to that. You definitely will be able to catch me with either one notification or the other, right? So there's ways you can go around it. Kind of missed a good, interesting part of the story. Our whole plan to kind of save Nahida went really well. And now we're trying to see what changes she's kind of working on right now. She's free and now in control of the Akasha.
How's it going, Nahida? I'm done with the parts that needed my involvement to complete. Although it's my first time working with the Akasha like this, its internal structure and operation procedures are easy for me to understand. Greater Lord Rukkhadevata's design is truly brilliant. Oh, also, this is for you.
For me?
What's this little floaty thingy? It's a small device I put together just now. You can think of it as an upgraded Akasha terminal. You may not need it right now, but it should be helpful in certain situations. Wait! This thing has the same characteristics as Paimon! We're both small things that float! Oh, she isn't unique anymore.
Are you actually upset? Looks completely different from you.
It's alright, Paimon. It can't replace you. It's only a flying device, but you're the traveler's irreplaceable friend. You're so good at comforting people, Nahida. If only the traveler was as smart as you.
Hmm.
I was simply telling you what I feel to be the truth. I wasn't trying to comfort you. Nahida, you're natural at this. What you just said made Paimon even happier. By the way, there's something I need to confess. Even though I'm the Archon and in control of myself again, I'm not very good at fighting.
That's understandable.
You may have heard that an Archon's power is derived from their people's faith. However, I'm not as well loved as Greater Lord Rukkhadevata.
Is that really how it works? Is that, well, that probably kind of makes sense why Venti's not as powerful anymore, right? Since the, like, Geo Archon was well thought of, that's why he's kind of powerful. Same thing with the Electro Archon, Raiden. Yeah, I could kind of see that. I didn't know they were really powered up by the people.
If we get into a situation where combat is our only option, I'll have to count on you, and I'll do my best to provide support.
Don't worry. Fighting is my forte, unfortunately. Like, the only thing I'm good for. I guess the main character is also kind of perspective. Or perceptive. Yeah. Okay.
So the God of Wisdom isn't good at fighting? That actually sounds about right.
Yeah, it does actually sound right when you say it that way, too.
I've located where the false god is. Time is of the essence, so let's skip to it.
What? The quest location currently involved the quest start, the start a contamination and complete it first. What? This one? Eh? Yeah, it is locked. Huh. Even though I'm in here. Okay, well... That's kind of weird. Kind of take a little detour. So apparently I need to do something with Tanari very quick. Hopefully it's very quick. But it does seem like I'm very close to finishing the main story. Just need to take care of this last detour. Wait, where do I need to go? Oh, that's kind of still far. Where am I looking? Up here. Okay, Gandharvaville. Yeah, that's the nice thing about YouTube. You can always go back and watch the things you kind of missed. That's great. I was a little... wasn't really kind of... I kind of have like a way to kind of see what's gonna happen. At least I have a little hunch. But this whole plan that they had actually kind of surprising to me. So I guess it's almost as if I'm like the Akasha itself, right? With enough information, kind of can predict what's gonna happen, but you're kind of missing enough information, then it's really, really unpredictable what's gonna happen. Down here? Oh, nope. Actually up. Wait. Should be a way to zip back up. Right? least I thought there was. Okay, Tonari, what's going on? Why have I had to go all the way back here for?
This is where you've been, Tainari? That's...
Shh. Keep your voice down.
Tainari, everything's spinning. Am I going to die? Tell Mom that I should have listened to her. And tell Suna that I'm sorry for breaking her toy. I didn't tell her because I was scared that she wouldn't play with me anymore. Tainari, I heard that people turn into birds after they die. Is that true? I feel like I'm getting lighter.
What happened? Tainari, is he?
Okay, enough nonsense.
Was that all play?
You just have a small fever. Take your medication and rest. You'll be bouncing off the walls in no time.
Oh, I see. It's over-exaggeration.
Really? Then, can you keep the thing about the toy a secret for now?
No can do. You're a big kid now. Once you've recovered, go and apologize. Keeping secrets to yourself won't solve anything.
Oh.
You gotta face the truth one day, right? Or it's not like he's facing the truth. He has to kind of face the consequences of telling the truth.
Hey, let me ask you something. I recall that you're usually pretty healthy. How did you get this sick all of a sudden?
I don't know either. Mom's been telling me not to play in the forest. I just wanted to look inside.
Oh no, is it the withering?
It's different from before. I got lost and went around in a huge circle. After I got out, I started feeling dizzy.
Could it be?
The contaminated region?
So that's how this whole mess happened. Anyway, go rest. No running around until I say so, got it? Traveler, Paimon, let's step out for now.
Yes, I'm going with Nari to go.
Mr. Forest Watcher, how is my son?
I gave him some antipyretics. Let him rest here for a while. I told him that he would feel better after some medicine and rest, but I only said that to comfort him. His symptoms resemble a fever, but something else is causing them. They seem more akin to a disruption in his psyche. Antipyretics won't be of much use.
What do we do? Mr. Forest Watcher, you have to help him.
If memory serves, a plant called Vasanti grass can help soothe the mind. A small number grow in arid deserts. They usually look like shriveled weeds, but can be revitalized with a splash of water. They're expensive and unable to grow in the Avidya forest's climate, so I don't have any on hand. I'll ask the caravans. Go find Kale, have her prepare medicinal tools and a set of traveling gear for me.
Guess we're going to the desert.
Thank you.
Contaminated region, huh? Is that why you two are also here?
Yep. Is it a new withering zone?
Doesn't seem like one. Whether you look at scale, internal conditions, or resultant effects, they're completely different. The only thing they have in common is that they aren't welcome. This nuisance made itself home in the Avidya forest, so I can't turn a blind eye.
We feel the same way.
All right. Let's contact the caravans first and purchase some Vasanti grass. We can also ask about the contaminated region. There's no time to waste. We have to move quickly. Let's go.
I mean, if it's just to fix a contaminated region, it does sound like it should be kind of quick. I That's a weird spot to get stuck at. Okay. Wait, where am I going? Getting back. Went the opposite direction. Actually, is that kind of far? Oh, that is kind of far. Easier just to teleport my way over there.
Excuse me, I'd like to purchase some Vasanti grass. Do you have any?
I'm sorry, Mr. Forest Watcher, but we've been closed for the past few days.
Closed? Now that's odd. It's my first time hearing you say something like that.
It's a long story. Some of our goods were stolen recently. They were mechanical parts that we got from the academia. Although they're old models, they still fetch a good price on the market. Our caravans had to pool together Mora to afford those parts. Now that they've been lost, we'll likely come up short this trip. All the merchants talked it over, and we decided to raise the prices of our remaining inventory. Until this plan takes effect, none of us can privately sell anything.
I don't get it. If these goods are so important, then why not think of a way to get them back? Raising prices won't solve anything. At best, you're shoving the consequences of the robbery onto your customers.
Yeah.
Mr. Forest Watcher, it's not that we don't want to. It's just the thief disappeared into the deepest parts of the forest. We asked around, and apparently the forest has been very unusual as of late. Anyone who goes in experiences mental anomalies. We can't keep waiting out here for the thief to come out. All we could do is come up with another solution.
So the bandit hid in the contaminated region after stealing those mechanical parts. How many people were there in total? Were they not affected by the contaminated region?
That crook came from the contaminated region. As for how many, there weren't any people.
Huh, that is interesting.
No people?
Even if I tell you, you might not believe me. Fine. The thief that stole our parts was
Crab.
a huge mechanical crab.
Have I even seen any crabs in this game yet?
What the heck? The Avidia Forest has creatures like that?
Yeah, I don't think I've seen a huge crab. Obviously, I've seen the small crabs you can pick up as materials, but a huge crab? Huh. Didn't see any in the Vita Forest field guide.
To be honest, I'd rather not think about it. It moved too skillfully to be new at this. It came out of nowhere. Before we could react, it swiped our goods and ran away. We were all shocked. By the time we came to our senses, the thief was already long gone.
I see. If we help you retrieve your stolen goods, then business will return to normal?
Oh, but of course! Not only that, but you'll become one of our caravan's VIPs on all future purchases of any...
Enough. Tell me something that's actually useful. Any leads on that mechanical crab?
Maybe one. After our goods were stolen, we specifically got someone to assess the situation. If you're interested, you can go and talk to them.
All right. We'll go and have a word.
No cool crab. This is not going to be a joke. Sounds like a little mini boss.
After the goods were stolen, I made multiple inquiries with nearby caravans and residents. It turns out that many others have also been robbed by that crooked crab. However, the crab only seems to be interested in machinery. It doesn't even bat an eye at other valuables. A caravan carrying a large amount of Mora had an uneventful trip, but another caravan had a child whose metal toy was taken.
Probably using those metal parts to kind of repair itself or something.
Whatever the case, that thing is a scourge. We'll eventually think of a way to get rid of it.
Next person.
I heard from the caravanners that there have been a lot of robberies lately, but we haven't been affected. We don't normally see the mechanical crab, and it doesn't disturb our daily lives. It only shows up when the caravans are here, and it runs back to the contaminated region after it's done making a mess.
You haven't tried capturing it?
We have, but it's too agile and fast.
Yeah, with those kind of legs.
However, we did unexpectedly learn something the last time we tried to capture it. It apparently lives in the deepest part of the forest, so instead of immediately moving its spoils, it first hides them nearby. Once its stash grows large enough, it moves everything in one go. You'll have to move fast if you want those goods back.
Where's the next person?
That mechanical crab is fast, strong, and a pain to deal with. 10 of us might not even be able to take that thing head on. Didn't academia ban research on mechanical life forms years ago? Where did that thing come from? Our salaries even got slashed because of it. Who would have thought that that robber wasn't a human, but a mechanical crab? This is rough.
Huh. Why would they have a ban on mechanical things?
How are things? Did you make any progress?
We learned of its behaviors, but much still remains unclear. Assuming normal operational status, mechanical constructs generally act according to their given commands. If I were its owner, I'd command it to steal more valuable things. Or the mora you made. That would be the most efficient method. But it only goes after mechanical components. This doesn't make any sense.
Right. It's really weird.
So, you all found a way to retrieve our goods?
Do you have any more mechanical parts with you?
Yes, I still have a small bag of samples. They weren't taken since I keep them on me at all times. Oh, are you planning to...
Yeah, well, we need bait.
Under constant external conditions, organisms rarely initiate changes in their habits. Here's what we know so far. It has a mechanical composition, it lives in the contaminated region, and it comes out to steal mechanical components. If we have said components, we can lure it out, capture it, and then make observations for further conclusions. Well, chatting like this won't get us anywhere. We're only wasting time.
You're right. We don't have any other options right now. This bag of samples is all yours, Mr. Forest Watcher. If you can get our goods back, the caravans will reward you generously.
We don't need anything in return, but I'll be keeping this bag. I may have other uses for it later. We'll also need to borrow a sumpter beast. Our act has to be convincing if we want the crab to fall for it.
Oh yeah, no problem at all. If it means getting our things back, you can even borrow me to do whatever you need.
I'll have to decline that offer. Anyway, we'll use the mechanical components and sumpter beast to pose as a transiting caravan and lure out the crab. Once it appears, capture it. I leave the timing to you.
Don't worry, we're professionals.
We haven't really caught a giant crab before. Yeah, how giant is this crab? But Atari is actually pretty good with this kind of approach, right? I think most people would just simply kind of destroy the crab and problem solved, right? Because that's what you would think. Instead, he's being a little bit more smart about it. He's gonna kind of observe the situation to kind of figure out the reason why the crab is stealing all these mechanical parts before figuring out the appropriate action we should take. Do things a little more properly. Okay.
Looking at the trade routes and the contaminated region's current perimeter, the goods were likely stolen somewhere around here.
Then let's get to it. We'll definitely capture that criminal crab.
Okay. We'll start from here and have the Sumpter Beast with the components on board lead the way. This Sumpter Beast isn't familiar with us yet, so be calm and take your time with it.
The Sumpter Beast went ahead. Let's keep up with it.
Oh, it's kind of slow. So this is gonna be kind of like a...
Why did it stop?
Looks like it's loafing around. Or maybe it's hungry.
There you go. I don't know why I fed it.
Caravanners grew disheartened after their goods were stolen, so they probably didn't feed their animals as scheduled.
All right, it's moving again.
Kind of fed it a little early though. Okay. Alright, so you're hungry again?
Did you hear something? Ah! Is that the mechanical crab the caravan was talking about? It's charging straight at us!
Oh,
It
I
looks
thought
strong. Be
similar
careful.
things. That would have like pincers. It just has legs though, like shield legs.
Quietly now. My apologies. Ha! Sakura swirl.
So does this should try and end it. Huh? Or maybe not. I forgot to kind of water it. Slow down.
Just try to escape this time, you naughty caravan robbing crab!
Hmm?
Hey, playing dumb won't save you. Spill it! Why are you stealing so many mechanical parts?
It doesn't seem to understand us.
It doesn't seem capable of comprehending complex questions. Keep an eye on it. I'll search around the area for the caravan's goods. I don't know why you're stealing mechanical parts, but they don't belong to you. Stolen items must be returned to their rightful owners. Any objections?
We're actually talking to this machine. I mean, I guess machines do have rights, right? Well, not right now, not today, but probably in this world. If he's talking to him like this. Well, I mean, they don't have rights. This is just being more proper to kind of negotiate. Looks sad.
You came from the depths of the contaminated region, right? How about you help us with something? If you take us there, I'll give you some mechanical parts as a reward.
It reacted!
Does it understand us?
We can't be certain yet. Its excitement may be a simple programmed response upon seeing mechanical components.
Okay, so you want the crab to lead us into the contaminated region?
That's right. The contaminated region has a large and currently expanding perimeter, so it would be difficult to conduct a thorough search.
It's crazy to think it'd be hard to find it when it's getting bigger, but okay.
If we charge straight in, we'll get lost like headless pigeons. Also, our new friend here seems to be full of secrets.
True.
I've been studying this contaminated region recently, and I have a hypothesis of my own. So to be absolutely safe, it would be best to have a guide lead the way.
Okay.
Paimon gets it now. Does this scuttler understand what you're saying?
It doesn't have to, as long as it isn't hostile towards us. I gave it some components that it will definitely take back to the contaminated region. So long as it doesn't attack us, we can simply follow along.
It seems to be really happy.
Yeah, it does.
Listen to me. Wait for us here. No running off. We'll be back soon. If you're still here when we return, I'll give you another mechanical part as a reward. Understood?
Does that count as understanding us?
I'm not sure, but our priorities are to retrieve the mechanical components and to purchase Vasanti grass to make medicine with. We should return, but before we do, we need to set up a few traps. Can't have that crab escaping.
Huh? Give the mechanical components back to the merchant. Okay, I guess we're going back a little bit. the main quest still locked? Kind of weird. I feel like there hasn't been any significant change that would unlock it, but I'm kind of curious. Yeah, still locked.
Oh! Oh! These are the mechanical parts that were stolen! You really got them back for us! Thank you all so very much. I don't know how I can repay you. Wait, didn't you want to purchase Vasanti grass? Don't worry about the price. They're on the house. How many do you need?
2 is enough.
No, that won't do. Here, I'll throw in some more.
Wow, okay.
No need. I've already received a reward from you.
Reward? You mean that bag of mechanical parts? They aren't worth much compared to this merchandise.
But those parts are very useful to me. Just like the Vasanti grass. I retrieved the things you needed, and you gave me what I needed in return. We're even. Oh, and before we go, just a reminder, the forest has an intricate and biodiverse ecosystem. Even if there were no mechanical crabs, other dangers are still present. Take caution on this route.
Noted. Thank you all ever so much.
Let's return to the village. The earlier we can give the child medicine, the sooner he'll start feeling better.
Yeah, that's true. Going back to the... Going back to the robot. Ooh. I mean, imagine all I'm gonna be doing is following this robot to the contaminated zone and then turn the contaminated zone, giving the medicine to the boy, and we're good, right? So it shouldn't be too much longer. Finish this little detour. I'm going the wrong way though. Gonna roll my way over there.
Take it easy.
Ooh, I think that him. I see some boxes.
Oh, hi there, Traveler and Paimon. Master, I prepared the pharmaceutical equipment. Do you need me to help grind the medicine?
Oh, I forgot that it's far more a priority to get the medicine, right?
No need. A precise dosage is required this time, so I'll do it myself.
Oh, okay.
Would you keep the crown revive if it showed up at your house? I mean, if it's up to know if it's not doing anything bad, then sure, why not? If it prefers staying like with me, it'd be easier than taking care of like a dog or a cat, right?
But once I'm done, you can deliver the medication to the child. He gets a little nervous when I'm around for too long. I don't think he finds me very approachable. I'll go prepare the medication. Traveler, give me a hand.
Kind of reminds me like the robot you see in Ghost in the Shell.
Doing any better? I feel like he's doing a lot better, and his temperature is returning to normal.
I think the other like show that has something very similar is anime called 86. The little kind of like there's a lot of like mechanical robots, but there was one robot, the main character has like a little pet. It was kind of like a spider pet. Kind of used to kind of carry just some parts around and supplies, but yeah, kind of reminds me of the same thing.
That's wonderful! Oh yeah, he asked me to tell you that Suna came by earlier, and he told her everything about the toy.
Oh.
Suna didn't get mad, so he wanted to thank you. Can I ask what happened?
It's nothing. Did you prepare the traveling gear I asked you to?
Of course I did. Are you going somewhere far away?
Yes, we're going to the contaminated region. Judging by its size, we will likely have to stay overnight. I'm leaving everything to you while I'm gone.
Huh? But I can't even begin to compare to you.
She'll be fine.
Many things are learned by doing. And once they've been done, you'll realize they weren't as difficult as you once thought they were.
That's kind of true. I learn the things the best when I just do it rather than kind of hear or watch things, right?
Deal with problems as you yourself see fit. You don't have to emulate me.
That's right. You'll do great, Kale. All right, then I'll do my best. Master, Traveler, Paimon, take care of yourselves.
Don't worry. Everything will be fine with Tighnari around.
You put too much confidence in me. Anyway, like you said, things will likely be uneventful. Let's return and find that crab.
This is kind of a little bit weird with the whole thunder in the background, but sure. In Ghost in the Shell, the robots are called Tanchikomai. That's right. I didn't watch like all of Ghost in the Shell, but back when I was younger, when it was on TV, I did watch it whenever it's up there. So I have like partial memories of what's like. But you know, watching like pieces of show like in different orders and stuff is very hard to kind of get the whole full picture of the show, full story. Wait. Oh, wait. Okay, yeah, the day reset, which means it's getting kind of late. But if it's time to go here, oh, I did unlock the main story. Okay. So, well, that's kind of weird. So, I was locked from doing the main story quest because of Tighnari's storyline, but now Tighnari's storyline is locked by the main quest. Okay, let's see if this is the end part of the main story. Our little detour kind of is getting detoured. Kind of weird, but sure. So we're gonna be facing Balladeer. He's been sitting around waiting for us, probably. I don't know what to expect. I mean, I kind of know what to expect, but this is the first time I'm doing this battle by myself. So I'm going to be learning mechanics as I go. Hopefully it won't be too bad.
What is this place? Is this really the way we need to go? Wow. Who would have thought there'd be a place like this hidden right slap bang in the middle of the city? The sages wanted to realize their god creation plan without being discovered. The safest and most convenient way would be to build within the academia itself. That's true. They were already hiding one god, so why not two? Judging from the structure here, the project is a huge undertaking. The sages really saw the god creation plan as their ultimate goal. But this place doesn't look like it could have been constructed by the academia alone.
Yeah, definitely was probably in the hands of the doctor from Srishnaya.
The Fatui under the doctor sure didn't hold back. They provided a lot of technological support.
Yeah, I knew it. It also helped one of their... Just to help one of their own. Harbingers become a god after all.
Yeah, or else they wouldn't have been that generous. Is that it, though? I've always felt that this doctor is different from the academia sages. He doesn't seem to share their sense of urgency. Instead of being interested in the end product, it's like he's enjoying the experimental process.
That's rare.
The Fatui Harbingers are all such weirdos. So, the doctor being weird is actually normal. So, This Vtuber that they're trying to turn into a god is called the Balladeer? We had previously come into contact with his consciousness. He harbors particularly strong obsessions.
Yeah, he's kind of very vengeful, right?
One is the desire for a gnosis, since he was created to be the vessel for one. The other obsession is probably related to his past. I can't quite explain it.
Paimon knows that he was a prototype puppet for the Raiden Shogun before he became a Vtuber Harbinger. That's why he wants a gnosis so badly. There's no way he'd willingly be a test subject. Not with that temper and ego of his.
It sounds like you know the Balladeer quite well.
He had a few encounters, but none of them were pleasant.
I see. Tell me more about him and what he's like. The more we know now, the better we can plan for and react to any future situation.
And you know everything you know about the Balladeer.
Ah, I see. How fascinating. Alright, time to go. Let's get through here and meet him in person.
Yeah, I mean, I kind of feel sorry for him a little bit too, because he not only suffered one tragedy, he suffered like 3 tragedies in total, right? 3 big ones. At least that's what they kind of tell us from his cutscene. Like getting tossed away from the Raiden Shogun, getting betrayed by the humans, kind of just trying to help him out, and the kid that he was kind of taking care of kind of ended up taking his own life. So really tragic. I don't understand why the kid would even do that, but we will find out more about it.
Time to work.
Okay, looks like we have some bit of combat to do right here.
We're slacking this quickly.
One with nature. Fallen leaves. Adorn my night.
Whirling snow.
It shouldn't be too bad. You should be able to handle anything they kind of throw. Okay, guess I'm going up. We have a little kind of puzzle.
It looks like we can climb up these pipes.
Before we actually do the big boss battle. This place is bigger than I thought.
The pattern on the ground seems all messed up. Let's go around and see if there's a way to fix it.
How do I even fix this? Wasn't expecting a puzzle, but
It seems to have stopped. Let's continue.
usually the mains in this game isn't too long. Up here?
No more words.
Take flight!
I will end you. This isn't good.
Uh-oh. Spin this? I see. So we kind of have to align it, right? Oh, it glowed. So that must be the right way. Oh, how nice of them to kind of mark the next location. This is kind of confusing here. If they didn't have it, people get lost pretty easily.
You'll get frostbite. Frozen.
It's a funny thing to say for someone who's getting frozen themselves. Oh, where'd you come from?
Quietly now.
Yeah, you freeze too. Ouch.
Gotcha.
Can't run from death.
Thank you. Now spin this as well. Probably until that's up. Oh, okay.
The cart is stuck. Maybe there's something wrong with the tracks. Let's try adjusting the direction of the device to clear the tracks.
That was a little hint. Could have probably actually gone that, but now that it kind of went really far, I guess I just have to wait. Huh? Huh? Ooh. And I tried to get on too early. I thought I was going to keep going. Maybe I was going to stop. Talk about these domains is you can't exactly climb. But what I could do, I kind of don't want to fall to my death. That would kind of send me back up there, but I'm right. Should be a way for me to zip up there. If I can't find it right now. Oh wait.
Into the wind.
This is where I was. Now I can zip back up here. Oh. Almost felt like I was gonna run past it. Okay. Treasure chest right there. Oh. Wasn't expecting it to stop and turn. That was just gonna keep going. Okay. Well, that's nice of it to do that. Back over here. Oh, I see, I see. Yes. It's gonna turn, right? Okay. Did I see the Monster Hunter news? I heard there's a new update coming, but I haven't actually taken a look at what they had in it.
Let's move. Quietly now.
Are you excited for anything that they just announced? Kind of funny timing because do you know that you know, Pokemon's coming out soon, right? So people who are into Pokemon and Monster might be more interested in Pokemon right now. Okay. Yeah, so I've been more paying attention to like information about Pokemon than Monster Hunter right now. Doesn't mean I completely done with Monster Hunter though. Just means I have very limited time to kind of to take a peek at everything. Rotate. What? This? That's obviously wrong. It's most likely this. Oh. This as well. It's not gonna stop. Ryzen Teostra, Ryzen Kuroshura, and Chaotic Gore. What does it mean to be Ryzen? I know about Luna Teostra, but Ryzen Teostra, that's news to me. It can't be more fire, can it? Ryzen. What does it mean to be a Ryzen? Where did it go? Okay, now it turned. I don't know why it had to go all around then turn. It's gonna take me around in a circle. I'm pretty sure I need to turn this to go left instead of right, but it doesn't hurt to kind of see if this takes me somewhere that might have a little secret. But, I mean, considering it's just one circle, I wouldn't be expecting too much right now. Lunastra is a female, so a Ryzen Telstra is a male? Is that what that's supposed to imply? Oh yeah, I did saw the monster plushies though.
Surely enough to convince anyone to...
Wait. I'm gonna go ahead and turn this. That. Just gonna pray that it actually stops and waits for me before continuing on. Yeah. They look fiery like the Ryzen Camellias. Okay, so it is more fire. Yeah, the plushies are really cool. I mean, it looks kind of ridiculous getting like attacking monsters with plushies, but the way they kind of mount on your character, it makes it look like, you know, they're mounting on your shoulders or you just holding onto them. It's kind of cool. It's pretty neat skin. Do that. I don't think I need to recover, so keep a basic loop.
Here comes the catch. Whirling snow.
I miscalculated.
I didn't need to go full power against them. Just like half my power. Okay, this should be the final one, right? Hmm? Oh, here we go. Guessing this is probably the elevator that takes us to the boss. Yeah, that's where I came from. Where the puzzle started. So this is the really only way to go. Oh, I thought it was going to be going down, not up. Even higher.
Looking at its operational status, we must prepare for the worst. The god they wanted to create is likely close to completion or already completed.
That's not a surprise. I already seen him control the weather.
Oh no, what should we do? Paimon can't imagine how hard it would be to fight against a Fatui Harbinger with a Gnosis. Are you nervous, Paimon? If you really want to know, of course Paimon's nervous. Aren't you too, Nahida? Yes, I am. This is probably the first time I faced with a calamity of this degree since my birth. I feel not just nervous, but curious as well. Curious? Curious about what? Curious about our fate. To me, everything we perceive in this world, everything we learn, and everything that happens to us is considered knowledge. And if it's a form of knowledge, then it can be understood.
However, only fate is about that which has yet to occur, so it has always drawn my curiosity. So to me, fate is the ultimate knowledge. That's also why I love observing humans and all the things that happen to them. It all brings me great satisfaction. And now, at long last, I'm not just an observer anymore. I will personally experience my own fate with you by my side. Isn't this such a wonderfully exciting thing?
So while Paimon's kind of a little nervous, she's really excited instead.
Ah, so that's what you mean. Paimon thinks she understands what you're feeling.
Well, I'm also looking forward to it. We won't lose.
Agreed. Okay, let's continue on. I can sense his aura from here.
Okay. Go to where the Baldur is. I guess we're done with the main part. Okay. Boss fight time. And probably cutscenes. Ooh, it's like Gundam.
Who would have thought the world would be so eager for my birth? I remember you, Booer, the god of wisdom, and standing beside you, the traveler.
Is he all-knowing and powerful now like Greater Lord Rukkhadevata?
No, I can't feel the same kind of divinity I felt from the Greater Lord. It seems that the sages didn't get the chance to infuse the divine knowledge capsules into him. But even still, he has undoubtedly become a true god now.
So we're too late? The Balladeer has already become a god?
The Balladeer. A long bygone title. When my spirit ascended to divinity, I felt as if I had existed for the same number of epochs as heaven and earth. Looking back, the existence of what once called itself Kunikazushi appears infinitely small and ugly.
Shuki no Kami Prodigal?
Imposing aura. It really feels like the gods.
A body that capitalizes on the Balladeer's original construction as a mechanical puppet, with the Gnosis serving as a constant power supply. How much effort and resources did the sages put into this? From a purely technological perspective, it's a commendable achievement indeed. It's no exaggeration to say, this is the culmination of human wisdom.
You sure are something. Dishing out compliments at a time like this?
Yeah.
But I don't think he's reached the spiritual height of a god.
So he's still the same old Baldur on the inside. Not sure if it's good or a bad thing.
Strife is engraved upon every god and every gnosis brought forth into this world. Can you feel it? The exhilaration of such power, and the thrill of anticipation for our contention.
Nahida wouldn't feel the same things as you!
Do you not realize that you are interrupting a conversation between gods? Lowly creature, know your place.
Yeah, well, still the same Baldur we know.
The strife engraved upon a Gnosis. You're talking about the Archon War. Tevat's current peace was not easily won. I didn't personally participate in the Archon War, but the way I see it, all those losses were meaningless, driven by the demands of the laws. There's no point in bringing it up again.
Is that so?
Yet I am deeply disappointed that I was never allowed the fortuity to personally participate in the Archon War. This is a first. Encountering a god in this world who does not crave power. No wonder your own people have abandoned you, God of Wisdom.
Oh, technically, isn't Zhongli kind of like that too? For now on, Nahida's followers will not only continue to increase in, increase in numbers. Yeah, now that she's kind of more known, right? People didn't think she exists at first. Now that she exists, people will kind of gather around her.
Your judgment is as your existence, unsubstantial. This is where everything ends, Booer, the God of Wisdom. You should know that wisdom cannot solve every problem. Like now, where your only option is to face me in combat. Come! Let us reenact a scene of the Archon War. Come and inaugurate my birth as a god.
Okay, time for battle. Defeat Lord Arcane Wisdom. Huh? Ouch. Pick up energy generated during the battle. Charge it with the Kasha terminal. Okay. Grabbed it. Ouch.
Insignificant pest!
Wait, Hydro this? Ouch. Isn't there something else I'm supposed to be able to do? Oh, okay, more energy. I see.
Endless cycle begins!
Ouch. Okay, I'm just gonna go ahead and tank that earlier. Ouch. Oh, ouch. Okay, that hurt. Wait. Wait.
Time to go.
Okay, I kind of really want to revive her really quick. Okay, I'm just gonna have to kind of play a little bit normal and just kind of go DPS heavy. I was trying to like learn the mechanics earlier.
Wind strike, fallen leaves, adorn my night.
My apologies.
Uh-oh, that can't be good.
You shall fall.
What's going on? Ouch. I mean, what was I supposed to do about that?
Quietly now.
Insignificant pest.
I mean, I could tank the damage and stuff, but people who can't tank it, kind of curious how they would do this all normally. Okay. Oh, I see it. Oh, I see. It was just gonna charge me up and give me more energy. Oh, thanks, Paimon. Oh no, it fully formed. Everlasting Lord of Archon. He's considered the Lord of Wisdom as well? What? Ouch. Ouch. Oh wow, that hurts. I need to kind of wait a little bit longer. That's a wide range attack too.
Burn to oblivion!
Oh boy. What's with all this?
Whirling snow.
Ouch, they're bombs. Revive. Oh my god. Oh, she needs the energy to kind of get to heal everybody now.
Busted.
Reality is pain.
Oh, was he all scripted like this? Ouch. Nahida. Hmm?
This is supposed to be a battle between gods, yet you choose to hide behind a mortal. And now, you're acting like you'd sacrifice yourself for a human. Are you having fun proving a false sense of heroism to yourself, Booer?
What? That's right, he's trying to take her gnosis, right?
The data collection is almost complete. Do you even know how many times you've tried to take my gnosis from me?
Huh? Oh, we're back to the beginning.
Concluded the 168th loop.
What?
Did you know that in the effort to create you, the people of Sumeru were forced to live through the exact same number of Sub-Zerus festivals and Samsara cycles?
The power of dreams. When did you use it on me? You can't even defeat me in a dream. What do you hope to achieve with this little trick?
Come, Traveler. Just like before. Allow me to awaken the memories in your dreams.
All that battle experience!
It's more than that. Compile everyone's wisdom in the name of the Archon. That is the original function of the Akasha. I've sent everything that happened just now to the people of Sumeru in the form of knowledge. I've asked them to help you find a way to defeat the false god.
Oh. Everybody?
Now, all of Sumeru's wisdom is at your disposal.
Meaningless tricks won't save you.
Oh, we're back here again.
Are you done with your tricks? Can I finally take this as a real battle between gods?
I'll leave this to you, the first sage of Booer.
Oh, me? I'm the first stage? Okay.
The all-knowing god.
Oh, I can use Nahida.
Burn to oblivion!
Wait. Uh-oh, not good. Ouch. Well, at least that didn't kill me like all the other times it did. Ouch. What? There's a lot more extra things on the field now. I can actually do some damage as well.
The wind knows me. Time to go. Reality
Oh.
is pain.
Can you avoid this? As long as I stay away from that circle. Oh, I see. Just having that little thing around is actually taking down his shield over time. So I just need to be able to just avoid the attacks. Oh, but I can also do that. Nice. Okay.
Good riddance, cruel world.
Uh-oh, that doesn't look good. Okay, I need to destroy these. Wait, you need to do something about this? Can't exactly reach. Oh.
One with nature.
Yeah, I see. I got it.
My apologies.
Okay. Oh, I can barely reach it, but okay, I did reach it. Uh-oh. What's going on?
Your new god awakens.
Ouch.
Now, your eyes have been opened.
Okay, gotta revive.
To oblivion.
That was a little bit dirty. Not good.
That hurts.
Ouch. Picked the wrong person at the wrong time for that. That's not good.
Tremble.
Music's really crazy. Ouch. Ooh, I'm doing some damage though.
Reality is pain.
Ooh, gotta keep moving. What? Oh, okay.
Burn to oblivion.
Gotta revive now? Nope, I'm still waiting. What? Oh, I think I did it. Just by running around.
Humans. Filthy humans.
There was just so many mechanics I was trying to comprehend during that battle while running around trying to dodge everything.
No! Wait! Please! Anything but the gnosis! That's mine! Don't even try! I'll never go back!
Does that mean he's no longer a god?
found the answer to the most important mystery. Irminsul is still waiting to be saved. With the power of another Gnosis, we may now finally understand the last memory of Greater Lord Rukkhadevata.
This is...
That's right. This is the last memory of my predecessor.
Oh, it's not completely over.
Huh. This sure seems very different from what Paimon imagined. Shouldn't Irminsul be in this realm of consciousness?
Yes, that is our destination. But I didn't expect the remaining consciousness of Greater Lord Rukkhadevata to be as polluted as this.
Polluted? Surely not. It must be due to forbidden knowledge.
Forbidden knowledge? It seems you know about a concept that even I don't completely understand. Could you tell me what you know?
Tell Nahida all about what you learned in the desert.
Your inference seems logical enough. Forbidden knowledge once polluted the desert thousands of years ago, but was successfully repelled thanks to King Deshret's self-sacrifice, and Greater Lord Rukkhadevata nearly exhausting her power. Then, a second instance of forbidden knowledge pollution occurred during the Conria Cataclysm 500 years ago. But I'm afraid it is much more serious this time, with Irminsul itself already in danger.
So, if we're in the remaining consciousness of Greater Lord Rukkhadevata, and it's also been affected by forbidden knowledge pollution, then does that mean, in order to save us, Greater Lord Rukkhadevata?
Yes. It's very possible that she sacrificed her life in the fight against forbidden knowledge. She didn't completely eradicate forbidden knowledge, but if it weren't for her actions, the pollution would have been far more rampant over these past 500 years. The way that everyone, including me, has forgotten everything about forbidden knowledge may very well be due to her restoration of Irminsul.
Aww. Do you feel sad, Nahida?
I'm just sharing her pain. The pollution of her consciousness here is severe. There is madness, chaos, and pain all around us. Did she fight to resist the forbidden knowledge pollution in such terrible conditions, all the way up to her last breath? She even used her last remnant of lucid consciousness to leave a clue for us to follow.
By clue, you mean words, world, forget me?
Yes. Her words were distorted by forbidden knowledge, so that's all we could hear. But now, we have a chance to find the answer to this mystery. We can cross the polluted consciousness until we found the right path to meet with her lucid consciousness. And then, we'll let Greater Lord Rukkhadevata tell us the truth in person.
Hope we can use that truth to save everyone, or everybody.
Each of us need to be mindful of the state of our own consciousness while we are here. Even with the Gnosis' protection, we must always keep a clear mind. Otherwise, we could go mad at any moment.
That's so scary.
Don't worry, it should be easy enough for you to keep that mind of yours clear, Paimon. Let's go.
Oh, camera's alive. Okay.
Are we in the air? And why is there a huge boat?
That's the boat of consciousness, which symbolizes reason here. Its course is the direction our consciousness is traveling towards. If we lose control over our consciousness...
Wow! What are these? The monsters seem to have been affected by them.
Gotcha!
They seem pretty normal to me. They just have that little aura around them.
Busted.
Time to go. Wind Strider. As one with wind and cloud.
Take flight. Quietly now.
Where now? This way. Oh, is Nahida here with me?
Busted.
Not that I need to use her.
Adorn my night, Wind Strider.
Here comes the catch.
Embrace the ice! A four-leaf sigil has appeared in the sky!
Oh, we're almost at the boat.
Quietly now. Gotcha.
As one with wind and cloud. Into the wind.
Things are about to get dicey.
I really hate these shamans. You make things a bit more difficult if you kind of ignore them.
Can't catch me!
Ouch.
Quietly now.
The wind knows me. Clouds high. The birds call.
Here comes the catch.
Whirling snow! Yeah! To control the boat of consciousness, we need to find the helm first.
This is the boat of consciousness? Okay. Up here?
We changed direction. Are we still going the right way, Nahida?
Mm-hmm. Judging from the current route, the boat of consciousness will soon take us out of here.
Hello, not crappy kid. Welcome back. Yeah, I haven't seen you for weeks, but that's also because I've been gone for a week and a half. Just in the middle of finishing the main story for 3.2. Feels like I should be getting really close.
Arriving at our destination soon. How are you feeling? Are your minds still intact?
Some strange thoughts came from time to time, but I seem to be okay now.
Huh? But everything's been completely normal for Paimon.
Hopefully there won't be any more interruptions. This time, we should be able to meet Greater Lord Rukkhadevata.
Are you saying you've never met Greater Lord Rukkhadevata before?
No. It seems that my birth and her death took place at the same time. Otherwise, I think she would have given me a little more guidance, and I could have done a better job.
Hey, you've done a great job, Nahida. Let's get out of this creepy place and go meet her.
Yeah, I'm kind of curious of what she's like. You hear a lot of things about her, but just never seen her myself.
So, is this the place you were talking about? The base of Irminsul?
Yeah, I was here before. I had like a dream of this, right? Well, it wasn't really a dream. Apparently I was here before.
Well, this is the place.
Yes, it's the same place from my memories.
We're here to find Greater Lord Rukkhadevata, right? But the one standing over there is...
Is that... me? She looks exactly like me. Are you Greater Lord Rukkhadevata?
Yes, that's me. Are you surprised by my appearance?
I kind of thought she would be more taller and more mature. Yeah, I can't believe my eyes. Two of you look almost exactly the same.
Irminsul and the surrounding lands have been reproduced here as they were years ago. But this is just a realm of consciousness. We are manifestations of the same nature. Hence why we would appear exactly the same.
We're of the same nature. Why?
Because you are me, and I am you. You are me in the new samsara.
The new samsara?
As Greater Lord Rukkhadevata, I'm the avatar of Irminsul. And you are the purest branch snapped from Irminsul. Imagine it this way. Even if a tree dies, its branches will eventually take root and grow, continuing the tree's life in another form. I'm merely the remaining consciousness of Greater Lord Rukkhadevata. The real me has presumably died a long time ago.
Yeah. True.
Judging from your appearance, I've probably been dead for 500 years.
You could tell by looking at Nahida right now.
But you're finally here. My new self in the samsara.
So this is the connection between you two. It's the Lord Kusanali and the Greater Lord Rukkhadevata.
If this is true, then am I going to be a great Archon like you someday?
Though we share the same nature, our fates are bound to be different. All things have their own fate. When a branch grows into a mature tree, it won't be the same as the original tree.
That's why fate is the ultimate knowledge, isn't it?
That's a great insight. Yes, very good. It's also precisely why you won't become like me.
Really?
But perhaps you may become an even greater Archon than I.
That's true. She keeps looking up to her, but she technically is her, and she is growing to her own right now.
I already see a determination in you that I didn't possess in my time, and the future that it leads you to will be yours alone.
You know, what's a good question? Do these two share the same voice actor?
Along with the blessings from your past experiences. Don't worry. The growth of wisdom is like that of a plant. You only need to wait quietly for the flower to bloom.
I have faith in Nahida too. She would definitely become Great Archon.
Come to think of it, the sages never had the faintest inkling of the meaning of wisdom.
Thank you. Nothing makes me happier than discovering that the Archon I always admired was in fact myself in another fate. It's so nice to speak with you, Greater Lord Rukkhadevata. I've always wanted to meet you.
The feeling is mutual. From the moment I snapped the branch off Irminsul and created you, I've also looked forward to talking with you.
Could you tell me why you wanted to create me? And what exactly happened when you died?
Ah, I see. You're here seeking answers, right? Everything that day, even the sky itself, changed into a color like this.
I knew it. Conrea Cataclysm.
At that time, the seven were all summoned to the nation of Conria. Except for me. I had a more important task to attend to. I had to protect Irminsul. The disaster occurred together with the pollution of forbidden knowledge. At that very moment, with my consciousness connected to Irminsul, I sensed something was wrong. The pain started to torment my mind. By the time I reached Irminsul, it was already displaying signs of corruption. Had I not repelled the pollution of forbidden knowledge with King Deshret thousands of years ago, I might have felt even more hopeless and lost.
So what exactly is forbidden knowledge?
It's a kind of knowledge that doesn't belong to this world, and a form of truth that can't be understood. It came from the very bottom of the abyss. Even I could never understand it. The world is constantly rejecting it, leading to all kinds of bad phenomena. If we allow forbidden knowledge to pollute Irminsul, I'm afraid the entirety of Teyvat could fall apart.
So, there's knowledge that even the God of Wisdom can't understand?
At that time, I knew I couldn't repel the forbidden knowledge with my strength alone. Which is why I created a device that compiled human wisdom and named it the Akasha.
It's truly the world's most amazing invention.
Thank you. For a long time, I thought dreams were the fruit of human wisdom. Though it was selfish to do so, I borrowed people's dreams using the Akasha. Then I compiled their wisdom and all of my own power.
Well, did it work?
Thanks to the wisdom of the people of Sumeru, almost all the forbidden knowledge was cleared from Irminsul. But things didn't go as smoothly as I thought. I had a terrible headache, which gave me an uneasy feeling. And then I remembered that my consciousness was also connected with Irminsul. It brought me knowledge and wisdom, but vile corruption as well. From the very beginning, my existence had been polluted by the forbidden knowledge.
Oh no. How could that happen?
I've experienced that pain in your consciousness. It must have been a horrible experience.
Yes, but my feelings weren't important. The important thing was that... Even if I died, my existence and everything related to me would continue to exist in Irminsul as memories and knowledge, meaning that the forbidden knowledge couldn't ever be permanently eradicated. And there's no way for me to eliminate myself. It would be a sort of paradox. So, I took the purest branch of Irminsul as my incarnation in the next samsara, and left a trail of clues, all in hopes that you would come here and remove me and my pollution from Irminsul forever.
Wow, that's crazy. It's almost like, man, she waited for a really long time for Nahida to come here just to kind of eliminate her. Kind of weird. It's almost like self-suicide a little bit, but you're technically sacrificing yourself to kind of get rid of this forbidden knowledge that's corrupting everything.
Wait, no, I can't.
So you realize what that implies. You are very smart indeed. Irminsul has all the knowledge and memories of this world. And as you've realized just now, removing me from Irminsul means I essentially will never have existed in this world. But this is the only way to save Irminsul.
That's really sad. Kind of remove your own existence. It's crazy when you think about it. It very kind of like worships her because It's almost like kind of getting rid of a page on Wikipedia of something and just removing all traces of it, right? And people will never know what that thing, that move was.
People love you so much, and they've missed you so much over the past 500 years. I am exactly the same. So how can we just forget you like this? Is there really no other way? There must be something else I can do.
This is like even worse, right? It's not just when someone died, but also removing all memories of them, of their existence. Oof.
You're the god of wisdom, Booer. You should know that there is no other way.
But this is so cruel. I don't want to forget you.
No need to feel so sad, Booer. As someone who delights in wisdom, you should feel joy at finally finding the answer. These are the words in their entirety. The answer you've been seeking all along.
But I guess once you remove her resistance, then all of those, like, illness and, like, withering zones, they would probably go all away, right? That's kind of like the remnants of all that forbidden knowledge. So it is the answer we're looking for, though it's kind of sad.
Let the world completely forget me. We all nestle under the great tree of wisdom, peering out to perceive the world. From the earth and from the rain, we perceive its wonders, until we become a white bird to perch atop a branch, and finally snap off the most important leaf. Once upon a time, I alone dreamed in this world. In my dreams, everybody would also dream after they fell asleep. Wild and wonderful thoughts would emerge from their minds. Some tumbled to the ground, and others floated to the sky, connecting all things in the world into one dazzling net. Among a plethora of worlds were numerous smaller worlds, all of fate, finding within the tapestry their brilliant glow. I gradually understood that these indescribable and constantly changing things are the most profound things in the world. Only they can completely repel the madness. Only dreams can awaken consciousness from the deepest darkness. I'm the one who posed this question, yet also the one who sought a solution. Saving the world with the dreams of the people used to be my answer. And now, you've also found your own answer, and I shall return all the dreams to the people. Goodbye, people of Sumeru. May you be blessed tonight with the sweetest of dreams.
Nahida? Do we even still remember her at this point? Are you alright?
I'm alright. I'm just a little confused.
What are you confused about?
We've just saved the world, right? So why am I crying?
Don't tell me.
I don't know where this feeling inside of me is coming from. But I feel very sad.
Do you still remember what happened just now?
Just now, we used the power of two gnosis to successfully connect with the Irminsul consciousness from 500 years ago. Then, we removed the remaining pollution from Irminsul.
She's forgotten her. Wait, do I remember her? Did I manage to remember because I'm not from this world? That's crazy. That's I'm an exception. But am I allowed to tell her? Well, maybe it's best for her not to know.
Yeah, what's wrong? Weren't you there just now?
Paimon is part of this world, so does that mean she forgot too? Paimon doesn't seem to remember either. Is everybody really forgotten the greater Lord Rukkhadevata? Should I tell them the truth? That sound. I feel super sleepy.
Huh? That sound. Traveler! Paimon!
I've been waiting here far too long. But finally I have the chance to be alone with you. All the precious time I wasted has finally paid off.
Well, shit. I forgot about him. I thought he left. But I guess the end goal was to get the Gnosis, so he would be back here.
The doctor! What have you done?
Just a type of sound wave that can quickly put defenseless people into a dream. As I expected, it doesn't have any effect on gods. This is the only thing of interest I found among the sage's research. I thought I'd take it for a little spin. Don't worry. I know you would never forgive me if I actually killed them. I'm here to negotiate with you. Naturally, I won't do anything dangerous that could potentially damage our relationship.
Negotiate with me? I heard you had already left Sumeru. Why are you here again now?
I left Sumeru, but I also stayed in Sumeru.
Wait, they're like two doctors?
Even the God of Wisdom is restricted by the habits of cognition. How disappointing.
You mean there are many different versions of you in this world?
An astute guess. Even the same individual will have different cognitions at different ages. A long time ago, I made a major decision in hopes of preserving all my perspectives of how I observed the world. Observation is the first step of any experiment, but observing the current world doesn't satisfy me. It lacks an important dimension, that of time.
So he might be a time traveler. Technically, we travel back in time to talk to Lord Rukkhadevata, so I guess other people will be able to travel in time as well if they had the right resources.
So I saved segments of all my ages and made them into independent individuals. That's all there is to it. Indulge me. How does the God of Wisdom find my method of seeking knowledge?
That's right. We were talking about how he's younger than normal too, when he should have been older.
It's an insult to the very concept of life. Life inherently has many rules and restrictions, each with its own significance and reason to exist. They can't be broken on a whim.
Good. Amazing, even. Indeed, it's difficult for humans to make peace with themselves, not to mention oneself from a different period.
Since you were in the academia, why wait until now to show up? You could very well have stopped us and helped that fake god.
Simple. Let me ask you this. Would any staff member ever help the subject in the middle of an experiment? It was my experiment. So why should I interfere with the results?
The Academia saw the plan to create a god as their ultimate goal, yet you only saw it as an ordinary experiment. You really are crazy. If the experiment succeeded, you would have had a new god on your hands. How would you have faced your own god then? Would you still take the same stance? Would you still hold the same view of yourself?
I'm first and foremost a scholar. These results should be left to the judgment of the hypothetical me confronted with that outcome. But you're right. And that's exactly why I'm disappointed with the conclusion of this experiment.
As an individual, you don't have any sense of belonging. You seem to have even fewer convictions than a typical scholar.
Oh no, I certainly have my own convictions. They just don't fit your standards, that's all. All right, that's enough conversation for today. The experiment is over, and it's time to tidy up the equipment and reclaim any useful materials. For example, the Gnosis. Lesser Lord Kusanali, you're an intelligent Archon. I'm sure you understand the disparity in our combat abilities at this time. Besides, you have no way to use that Electro-Gnosis in battle.
Didn't you say you were here to negotiate with me? Somehow, it's starting to seem like you intend to take it by force now.
I'm merely stating a fact. After all, I'm also a scholar. Naturally, I hope to show proper respect and dignity to the God of Wisdom.
Your hypocrisy is built on absolute confidence. I understand your scheme, but... what if I were to destroy the Gnosis now and awaken the heavenly principles?
Awaken the heavenly principles?
I don't even know what that means.
Do you think that's really possible?
The heavenly principles have been silent for many years, but the Gnosis are symbols of their control over Teyvat and all the laws. Will the destruction of a Gnosis attract the attention of the heavenly principles? And if so, how do the Fatui plan to deal with the consequences?
So I do know that the Fatui is pretty much trying to start a rebellion against the heavenly principles, and they're trying to gather all the Gnosis to do that. So they probably won't like the idea of the heavenly principles coming and kind of ruin their plan before they're ready.
Do you dare to gamble such a possibility with me?
Gamble? How surprising. I thought you would show evidence or use rigorous reasoning to prove your point. The word gamble is the last thing I expected to hear from the God of Wisdom. But this is a clever move. You must have seen through me when I first captured your consciousness. As a scholar, I respect all possibilities. This has always been my principle and is an essential trait as an experimenter. Indeed, I can't ignore this possibility. So tell me then, what are your conditions?
This foreign Gnosis will only lead to disaster if it stays in Sumeru. But this Electro-Gnosis is the prize I obtained after defeating one of your fellow Harbingers. Now, as the one who initiated this cascade of events, shouldn't you pay the corresponding price?
Price? Interesting. What price would you have me pay?
How about erasing all your other segments?
Wow, that's actually an interesting price or requirement to get the Gnosis. So pretty much if he has like different versions of stuff all the world right now, she's asking to kind of get rid of all of them, kind of combine it all together back to normal.
So this is how you wish to restrict me, the most threatening opponent of the Nation of Wisdom. What you request of me is like plucking out the eyes I have placed in the dimension of time. Segments are extraordinarily difficult to make. They require extremely rare resources and enormous amounts of time and effort, requiring me to destroy them all here and now. Bravo. A suitably wise decision on your part. Yes, how very interesting. Can I assume that you have long been wary of me? Among all the versions of me, this segment you see now is the most selfish. If it weren't me, your idea wouldn't have worked. What did you see when you were imprisoned? You were observing me, and that's how you know I've long grown tired of their doubts and endless arguments.
Like you said, it's difficult to make peace with yourself.
That's right. Like, probably future you wouldn't really agree with the past you's things you've done in the past, right? So yeah, you would kind of get tired of the previous version of yourself or different version of yourself out in the same current time. Ooh. Yeah, so that's a offer that he probably wouldn't mind taking.
Being as smart as you are, have you managed to do that?
I see. If you think all those versions of me are worth a gnosis, then deal.
You sure didn't hesitate much. Is the relationship between all the versions of you really that bad?
Is he even able to take down all his version of himself like that? It was hard to split himself. It's probably hard to put it back together, right?
I don't think there's any need to dwell on that. The surplus versions of me can be exchanged for a gnosis. Do you think anyone can offer themselves at a higher price? Besides, with my abilities, it's only a matter of time until I find better perspectives. Perhaps it's best to say, you're just temporarily ahead. But what I'd like to know is, how can you be sure that I've really erased them?
I can see your remaining honesty.
What a ridiculous decision! You can't be serious!
How could I have been so short-sighted?
You think this is the end? Wait, I'll have my revenge!
You'll make this moment count.
You will regret this!
Well, have you confirmed that it's complete?
Here, take it. The future of Sumeru City will be in my hands alone. I will shut down the Akasha and let curiosity and the thirst for knowledge drive the realm of academics once again. There won't be any further gaps for you to exploit.
It truly pains me that my academic achievements have never been appreciated in my homeland. Of course, I have no interest in being rejected by this city for a third time. Another chess piece. And where is your dendronosis?
Don't be greedy, Harbinger of Snezhnaya.
No, this is a different transaction. If you intend to turn off the Akasha anyway, then there's no further use for the Gnosis of Sumeru, is there? Besides, isn't it the Archon's duty to deliver what's desired of the Seeker? Oh, judging from your expression, you don't seem to find the idea very agreeable. Then let's think of it this way. Since you're the God of Wisdom, how about I exchange some knowledge with you?
People exchanging knowledge with the God of Wisdom is the stuff of legends. Yet here you wish to exchange knowledge for the God of Wisdom's property. Arrogant as that is, it has piqued my interest.
Let me ask you, have you in all your mighty knowledge ever heard the rumor that the skies of Tevat are fake?
Huh?
That's the secret hidden by Irmin's soul concerning the truth of this world.
This is news to me.
Once I finish telling you about this, it will be time for me to say goodbye. With negotiations, we've all gotten what we wanted. I'm very glad I got to meet you like this.
Your arrogance may know no bounds, and convictions may mean nothing to you. But I'll still listen to what you have to say.
Huh? Oh, they're not gonna tell us secrets in the dark truths flown in the mind otherwise. Then everything falls silent. Several days later.
Together! Okay. Wake him up.
Hmm?
Are you awake? Kali says it's time for breakfast. Come on, get up!
Good morning, Paimon.
Good morning! How are you feeling today?
Pretty good.
Good to hear. It looks like we've recovered pretty well. Not even Tainari could stop us from going out now, right?
That's right. The day we lost conscious in battle, when we wake up, we found ourselves in Gandaraville. And Tanara and Kole were looking after us. There was Sino who brought us here. Tanara complained that Sino was always sending people to him, but he had taken great care of us. After completely exhausting ourselves, we had a good rest here. After a few days, we finally recovered enough to be able to go back out. From what Tanara and Kole said, Kasha has been turned off completely, and the people of Sumeru will no longer rely on it. Such a big change will certainly affect people's lives, but it will definitely be a good thing.
Come on, Traveler, let's go!
Can you guys imagine what happens if we just turn off the internet one day and and just not have the internet for a while? What? I can't I can't get to the final conclusion of the main story. Oh. Yeah, I have Cole's story somewhere. Something with the Hitherlands. This one right here. Oh yeah, so we have to do the mechanical crab thing. But it is getting very late, so I think this is actually a good spot to kind of end it. At least I think so, yeah, as a rip. It's so weird that these, like, other side quests are kind of interfering with the main quest, but yeah, we can get to it after we do that side quest another day. It's, man, a lot of things that have happened. A lot of things. I'm still kind of taking things in. So the doctor was, like, he had a big advantage for a long time because it's several versions of himself kind of doing several things together and kind of cooperating together to kind of figure things out that not a normal person could do, right? But he kind of lost that advantage now that he has the gnosis. Again, both the gnosis came with a big price, which he was willing to take. Not only that, seems like Nahida probably gave it to him after learning a little bit more about the world. A little bit of secret that we will eventually probably figure out one day. I don't think we're gonna learn it with the conclusion of the main story, but we'll get there when we get there. Let me double check on my resin really quick. I do have 60. So I'm gonna go ahead and burn this resin in the artifact dungeon really quick. And then we'll call it a night. Man, I was like really teary-eyed when just a little bit when the great Lord Rukadavata kind of disappeared. But yeah, I guess she has to go, right? I guess the I guess the whole forbidden knowledge is kind of almost like cancer, which you can't really get rid of when it's like really in deep within you. And all she really did was, you know, take a uncorrupted, very pure part of herself and made Nahida. Pretty much almost like a clone, but a pure clone that isn't corrupted. And eventually let her grow up to the point where she's able to purify herself. I'm very curious now. Now that the people forgot about the Great Lord Rukkhadevata, then what did they think about the current Archon?
Busted.
So the people who knows her right now would obviously still kind of worship her. And think really highly of her. But what about the people who really worship the Great Lord Rukkhadevata? What happens to them? Could they all suddenly just start worshipping the Lesser Lord Kusanali instead? And this is conclusions I would like to see at the end of all of this, but it just has to kind of wait 10 or a day. Tor is pretty smart because he can convince Kusanali to give him 2 justices. Yeah, there's still lots of parts in the story quest I don't understand. Yeah, there's still a lot of things that are hiding up from us, so we're kind of still working with just pieces of the puzzle, not the whole thing. I wouldn't be surprised if you're too confused.
You are not welcome here.
I am trying to like piece together and trying to think what he means by the sky is that the bot is fake. I mean, honestly, it has something to do with the heavenly principles, right? We're not exactly sure what that means, or why they're even doing this. I think the sky is real. Well, let's say, like, think of it as like the Matrix, right? Imagine if you're in the Matrix and you look at the sky, it probably looks real to you, but in the end, it's a virtual world, right? So it's not exactly real. The fake sky that world tells us, or makes it seem like a real sky. So think of it like that. You don't really know whether it's real or fake until you kind of see it from the outside. Defense. Sands. I don't know. Would there ever be a defense character that needs ultimate mastery? There isn't one right now. I'll pass on that one. Okay, we have enough for one more run. Yeah, I'm still working on trying to get some better artifacts for Nahida. Once I get some good artifacts, I think she's almost ready to get some usage. Kind of start experimenting with some teams with her. Definitely her abilities, like in the story, is a lot more crazy than what her character can currently do when you use her yourself. But who knows? Maybe it's only because she has the Gnosis. Now that she doesn't have the Gnosis, she's kind of more like us now, right? How does Dottore know something that even the god of wisdom Kusanagi doesn't know? Because of the Archon that they currently are following easily could have told them. It's crazy because just remember that knowledge, right? Healing bonus is not great. You have to get it from a certain source somewhere. And without that source, you don't know it. Kind of, if you took away the internet, there's lots of people in the world that would not know things, right? But people will still know things connected, you know, from other people they are connected to outside the internet. But yeah, so certain knowledges, imagine that's not part of the internet, like in like the dark web or something, right? That's still gonna be not known to the majority of people. And even someone who's connecting all of that network together, who knows everything through that kind of internet kind of network, would not be able to kind of get that knowledge unless you heard it from an outer source. Also, how is knowledge more important than gnosis? Well, it's almost like being presented with, you know, the red pill and blue pill kind of scenario in the Matrix, right? Like, you could technically not, you know, go outside the Matrix, right? And not need to struggle. You could have a good life in that Matrix, right? You might even be really powerful in that current world you're at. But in the end, you're still stuck in that box, right? And without that knowledge to know what's really out there, you're trapped. So that kind of knowledge is going to be really powerful in the future. I think it's worth the trade, really. Really depends on what that knowledge was, but it sounded like it was really important enough for her to trade her gnosis for it. And not only that, if you found out you're trapped in this world, and you found out by giving that gnosis to the right person could help free you, that's probably all the reason you need to actually give away your gnosis, really. So this world that might look peaceful may not be exactly what it seems. Because, I mean, the other Archons seems to know what's going on too. And that's why some people like Zhongli probably gave away his gnosis. But we'll see. We'll see what Genshin has to tell us, right? Apparently there's still lots of secrets and lots of things for us to find out, and we'll figure it out over time together. Okay, so it's a long day. Really crazy things I've gone through. The conclusion's just right hidden behind a little detour, but I'll get to that, I think, tomorrow. Yeah, I should be available to stream for tomorrow. So yeah, I'll finish that little Tonari side quest or character story, then I'll finish the main story conclusion. See how that goes, see what we kind of learn at the very end. Hopefully Nahida's still okay. And I'm pretty sure she is. Whether she tells us what's going on or not, that'll be the question. Because maybe that kind of knowledge is still important to kind of keep away from the traveler.
More about you all the time.
So that he can kind of continue doing what he needs to do. And that's why all these Archons like Zhongli is kind of keeping us in the dark. Even though they're kind of been a big help, right? But just like how familiar knowledge is, sometimes some knowledge is just not there meant to be known. You kind of think of, you know, whatever that doctor told Kusanali, Nahida, would be forbidden knowledge, but really, probably not. Yeah, at least I think not. Alright, it's super very late for me. It's like overtime, like by a really long time. I really need to get some sleep, so I think I'll see you guys later. Thanks for watching. You guys have a good night. NoukonNeko signing out. Bye-bye.
A blade embraces its duty, as a jeweler cherishes their gems.